Hello, hello, Soul Tribers, how are you? Sending you the purest of love and light. God is for us, and because He is, who can be against us? Who can be against us? We're blessed, we're safe, we're anchored, and we're protected. This is what we need to know. God is for us always, always, always. Wherever you are, your steps are ordered by God. And so let's just see what is going on around us. I know we have, the is it the new moon or full moon, one of them, and a lot of these people, they go crazy, during this time trying to do what they do. But again, we can go and sleep. We know that God is in control. God is in control. And because of that, we're good. We're safe. So when I shuffled, two cards fell out. The first one was the King of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And the King of Pentacles, it's the adored God. Obedience causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. So if anybody is doing anything or they're working on anything where there is disharmony, chaos in your life, for a lot of you, a lot of us, they've been causing a lot of ruckus that interferes with your daily life, whether it's your sleep pattern, the people around you. You could just be encountering or meeting people who are angry or get upset, easily. So you have the angel here, calms anger in anyone. So it's like you're going to have peace and order is going to be restored to your life. It's kind of like peace on earth, goodwill to men. It's like, yes, maybe even your children, people who are disobedient, there's going to be order. And you may not feel like it, but as above, so below. You're somebody who is stable, you're blessed, you're abundant. And when I see this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, again, this talks about your stability. This is somebody was working really hard. When I broke the deck in half, then I saw the High Priestess and I saw the World. So it's like people, somebody, or they could have been working with, a devil worshiper to block any blessings from coming in with your stability. This is something that's coming in from God. God is providing even people around you to bless you. And you have those in the background who are busy trying to block it and stop it. When I look at it upright, it says divine blessings, drive away evil spirits, rules agricultural production. So whatever you were working on, it was like they wanted to steal it, block it. It's like it couldn't come to fruition, it's like blighted. Again, they wanted to stop God's blessings. They didn't want you to be protected. But again, your angel is here to drive away evil spirits. So wherever they thought, they wanted you to be vulnerable, because if you don't have stability, you don't have certain things in your life, then it's like you're you're open for anything, any attack, any warfare. And, with it in reverse, and I look and I see this eye, is like people could have been really interfering with your third eye, trying to block you from seeing what is coming, or even blocking, people from seeing you, so that you wouldn't be blessed. And they could have been working with others in the background to cause this to happen to you with, a devil worker with the world. They wanted to close out cycles for you. They wanted you to miss opportunities as well for a lot of you. So even though you don't feel like it, you are stable. And look, the sun fell out with the Emperor behind it. I mean, like I said before, you're blessed, you're abundant, the vivifying God, restoration of life, protection from adversaries, rabies and wild beasts. So again, whatever it is that was like the enemy was trying to chew you down your house like a termite, God is here to restore your life, give you strength, vim and vivacity. For those of you who have been tired, lethargic, God is restoring you, protecting you. I'm telling you, we saw that with the Ace of Pentacles, where they didn't want you to be protected. Here we have protection from your enemies. You know, it's like they wanted you to be attacked, protection from rabies and wild beasts. You know, for you to be bitten and attacked, you're protected. You're protected with the Emperor in the back here. You're a boss, you're a leader. And you're getting protection against any conspiracies as well. Safe travel for those of you who are traveling too. So again, I mean, right off the bat here, you know, like it's clear. People, they were working with evil entities to send you negative attacks and also to have you open so that you would be attacked, to block your blessings as well. And it's okay for people to say they don't believe, you know, it's like it seems every time it's the same thing. But think about it, when you turn on your news, you know, on the TV, when you turn on the news, it's pretty much the same thing most of the time. You know, people, you know, getting robbed, people getting unalive. It is sad, and sometimes it doesn't affect you. Life goes on, but it's happening to somebody else. So it may not be your story. And again, people may think blah, blah, blah. People are getting away. Nobody gets away scotch-free. God never sleeps. And there is this saying in my culture, whatsoever, if it drops off the head, it will fall on the shoulder. So even if you think that somebody, miss their karma, they didn't suffer or whatever before they pass away, guess what? Especially if they leave children behind. And so this is why sometimes we see people suffering or meeting certain hardships. It's because of the sins of their parents or their families. This is why so many of us are generational curse breakers as well, because our ancestors, they did certain things. You know, certain things have been happening in the bloodline and it needs to be cleaned up. So nobody gets away. So, you know, yes, it's sad. A lot of this is spiritual news. When you turn on your TV on earth here, you get the earthly news. This is spiritual news. Our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places. So ignorance is bliss. And this is why so many people, they only believe in the light. And I love and light. But the truth is that we have to know what happens in the dark. Even Jesus didn't shy away from the dark. Before he rose from the dead, he went down to hell in the darkness to let the enemy know who is boss and who is in charge. Even though we know in the end we win. But at the same time, it's good to know what is going on. And this is why God, you know, he gives us tools. We have prophets, you know, and priests and messengers to bring, so people can know what they have going on in their life and what they need to look out for. And even if it's not going on in your life right now, but hey, knowledge is power. You know how to walk circumspectly when you go out every day. Look, the strength, the raise in God, loyalty, delivery from those who seek to oppress. And the angel is here to bring you victory. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this is what I'm saying. For a lot of you, a lot of us, you're just tired. You know, it's like, it reminds me of the 9 of Wands, wounded warrior. It's like you're fed up. You're sick and tired of the enemies. You're sick and tired of the harassment. You're sick and tired of the spiritual warfare. And here we have the raise in God. The song, you raise me up so I can stand on mountain, is coming to mind. But God is here to let you know you're not alone. Loyalty, devotion is here, delivering you from anybody who is seeking to oppress you. Anybody who is trying to stop you, block you. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And this is why, for a lot of you with that Ace of Pentacles in reverse, a lot of people, they want to stop and block your blessings. They want to intercept and steal whatever it is that's supposed to come into your life. Whatever is supposed to bring you the sun, the abundance. This is what the enemy was trying to block in your life. They wanted you to miss an opportunity. But it won't work, because the sun is here to bring clarity, and God is here. Look at this. It says bring victory. You're going to get victory. When you are weak, God is strong. Always remember that. When you're down to nothing, God is always up to something. He's always up to something. And it's like you will be happy. 9 of Cups here. Healing, preserves health and cures diseases. So again, just the stress and, just tired of the everyday battle with, with the spiritual warfare, with these low vibrational entities. You're going to, if you haven't already felt it, you're going to feel refreshed. You're going to feel lighter. Because it's like, it's finished. It's finished. And that world card is saying it's finished too. It's finished. Whatever it is that you've gone through in your life, Proverbs 4:5, it says, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. So whatever you have been going through, get wisdom, learn from it. You've gone to the school of hard knocks. For a lot of you, a lot of us, the experience you have, it's more than a college degree, a university degree. You have gone through so many ups and downs in your life. That is like you have, again, it's like you're now, for a lot of you, as you go into your purpose and you know why you are here, the wisdom that you gain, that's for you. Your purpose, you'll be able to serve others from that. Get an understanding as to why these things have been happening with the whole spiritual warfare thing. It's like you learn from your mistakes. Do not forget it. Don't forget it. Again, new levels, new devils. It's like always, you have your wisdom with you. You are that wise sage. People can't play in your face anymore, because you know what it is like to go through ups and downs and trials. And who knows for how long this has been going on, where people try to stop and block your progress. People try to stop and block your blessings. You could have had some energy vampires. Again, people wanted to hide who you are. They didn't want people to know that you're really stable. So it's like the best way to do it is to, again, throw stones and then they hide their hands. Because then it's like they already lied that you don't have anything. They don't want anybody to come towards you. They're hiding you. So then it's like, okay, they did all these things, and then now they try to block your blessings, block your prospect, block your job. They wanted to bring you down to nothing, and then they can say, you see, I told you. They're only showing as if they have, but they really don't. It's like some really toxic, really, really mean people. It's like when this blessing comes in, if it's not here already with the sun, the abundance, owe no man nothing but to love them. For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. You owe nobody nothing but to love them. I don't care who they are. Even if it's your family, your friends, you don't owe anybody anything but the love of God. You forgive them and you keep it pushing. Nobody can, and this is why too, when people have done the most to you, they can't come back and say that, oh, remember when? No, nobody was there with you when you were going through the storms. Nobody was there with you when you had nothing going on. The phone wasn't ringing. So guess what? When you're busy now, you don't need to pick up the phone either, because they left you out there. Oh, no man, nothing but to love them. I didn't say it. The Bible says it. Romans 13 verse 8. Oh no man, nothing but to love them. Because with the Sun, you have the truth here. Everything is exposed. What this person or these people have been doing to you. Yes, and Psalm 6 verse 10. And then it's blank on both sides. Let all mine enemies be ashamed and sore vexed. Let them return and be ashamed suddenly. And basically, all of these cards, it's like almost there is something about enemies here. With the strength, it's like delivery from those who oppress, who seek to oppress you. People who want to create stress, anxiety, and problem in your life for no reason. And this is why I said this is not the time to play about your enemies. See, the psalmist didn't play when it come to his enemies. And it's like, I don't care who they are. I don't care who. God, make war with anybody who makes war with me. Make peace with anybody who make peace with me. Let all mine enemies be ashamed, God, and sore vexed, and let them return and be ashamed suddenly. When it comes to our enemies, we're not supposed to play with them, because the truth is that if they had the opportunity, they would finish us. So it's like, now that you slip away, now that you got away, now that you learn, you get wisdom and understanding, don't forget it. Don't forget these people, the ones who hurt you. And learn from your past. And just know, with your blessings and your abundance, you don't owe anybody anything either. God is protecting you from your enemies with the Sun here. You had adversaries. If you didn't have enemies, then why protect? It's like people are coming after you. And God is here to protect you. And I love it. I love it. Love it for you. I love it for us. This is beautiful. Yeah, Ace of Cups. With Judgment right behind it. They can't stop it. This is love, self-love. This is a gift from God. This is partnership, connection. This is new beginning. This is pregnancy, whatever it is for you. Self-love, abundance, blessings. Again, they tried to stop the Ace of Pentacles. They try to block opportunity. They try to block the hand of God. These are people who are trying to play God in your life. They try to play God in your life. They can't stop it. What God has for you is for you. It's coming in anyway. It's coming in anyway. And I love it. And behind it, you have the Judgment. If God says it, He's going to do it. And yes, the devil is in the background. And for a lot of you, it could have been a King of Cups. Somebody who was trying to block your money, because they wanted you to be sad. With the devil, this person was obsessed. Again, we saw they were working with a dark priestess or, person involved in darkness to create a spiritual warfare, blockages in your life. Yeah, they work for the devil. But it's like judgment is here. God called judgment, or you did. And this is why I'm saying it's okay for you to call judgment. God will hand out the punishment, but it's like when you're fed up and you're sick and tired, you have to open your mouth. The power of life and death is in our tongue. And I'm telling you, the enemies, they are doing what they are doing, and we need to use what we have to speak life into ourselves. This is how we overcome, by the blood of the Lamb and the words of our testimony. It's like, yeah. This is how we're gonna see things happen in our life. Yeah, it's like the Two of Wands is like, and the Queen of Swords. This is you. Again, and the Six of Wands. This is victory. I mean, moving forward. For a lot of you, you're moving on. Again, you don't owe anybody anything. You're forgiving people and you're moving on. Because it's like now, it's like the path is clear too with the Sun. You know exactly where you're going. Because again, people show you who they are. So it's like you don't have to if and but. You don't have to stop to think, oh, what about Mary, Sue, or John? No, they already show you who they are. And when people show us who they are, we're going to believe them the first time. Stop allowing people to play in your face. I mean, for some of you, you've done that. And this is why you're now this Queen of Swords. You're speaking up. You're intelligent. Head over heart. Come correct or don't come at all. Nobody can play with you. People can say you're cold, but no, it's just that you've been through too much. You've been through enough, and people have showed you themselves, and yeah, it's like you're not doing it anymore. You don't owe anybody anything. And some of you could be telling people that too. I don't owe you anything. Where were you when I needed you? They were busy trying to block you, stop you, work with people to do things to you. No. And then now, because they see that you didn't die, because they see that you made it out, then now they want to come back for what? All they're going to do is eat you out, rob, kill, steal, and destroy, finish you off, and then they're gone again. And this is why Proverbs 4:5 is telling us, get wisdom, get understanding. So we don't keep, messing up and stumbling over the same lessons over and over. Let all your enemies be ashamed and sore vex. Yeah, for a lot of them, it's like 4 of Pentacles. It's like you're holding back from these people. They're now going to feel exactly what they wanted for you. Yeah, and you're laying them to rest. A lot of these people, they are going to be very sick too. They're going to be finished away with. Whatever they wanted for you, that's what's going to happen to them. Because if they wanted you to be weak, they're going to be weak. They wanted you to be in scarcity mindset because, again, it's like they wanted you to look like you're this, what would you call it? It's like it's kind of like broke rich. It's like you're a child of the King. And even people know that you deserve more, you should have more, but then you have people in the background of your life who are trying to suppress you and block you so that you don't come off, or you are not who you are authentically, who you really are. Because again, they already did so much damage in the background that they need to show people that you are not who you say you are. You're not stable. King of Pentacles, you're for some of you, you're self-employed. You got it out the mud. And it's like they're telling people like you don't have it like that, when they are the ones trying to work with evil entities to try to stop and block your progress. But if God says it, He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Whatever it is that they've been trying to block for you, God is going to do it. And yes, they will be ashamed. Some of these people, they're going to be sick as ever, let me tell you. They're the ones who are going to be in poverty, holding on for dear life. Yeah, because that's exactly what they wanted for you. For a lot of you, I saw before pre-shuffling, neighbors could have been involved, and they wanted to humble you. They really wanted to humble you. And no wonder here you're asked to get wisdom, get understanding. See the truth for what it is. Why people do what they do. Love does not hurt. When people try to kick you down and do all manner of evil against you, that's not love. And again, they're just sorry they got caught. They're just sorry that it didn't pan out for them. But it's like people wanted to jump between and stop your blessings. And so they can run off with it and leave you stagnant. They wanted you to be homeless. They wanted you to go without. and they had no problem with it. Thank God that He restores. So people wanted to humble you. They wanted to humble you. And this is why you owe nobody nothing. See, who feels it knows it. And like I remember, like this pastor who, you know, he's well off and out there now, and I remember hearing that this one lady, she was telling me, oh, he doesn't treat his mother well. He doesn't remember his mother. He's ungrateful. He have so much money and he doesn't even take care of his family. And now I can understand. See, people only know one side of the story. But because I can see for myself now, when you grow up with karmic and toxic family members who want to see you down and struggle and suffer, you don't owe them anything. When people come for you, and but God, why you end up where you are, you don't owe them anything. And now I understand. Now I understand why He doesn't remember anybody. And people can look at it and say, oh, somebody's mean because they don't know. They don't know. I don't know what he went through. And so this is why I hear, who feels it knows it. And so because of that, you don't allow your conscience, you don't allow guilt or people to say, oh, or when you get this blessing or when you're in this season of blessing, you don't let people come back to try to guilt you. The same people who were hurting you, oppressing you, wanted to block you and stop you. Again with the sun, this is protection from adversaries, your enemies. Rabies and wild animals. A lot of these people, the way they were coming after you, they were like wild animals. They threw you out there for anything to have you. Heck, some of them could have been going around saying you have rabies. You know, who knows what they did. And so this is why you're getting the reminder here. Oh, no man, nothing but to love them. You're selective who you give to when God bless you. Because again, they don't deserve to have a seat at your table. It's plain and simple. These people, I mean, you are unforgettable. You are unforgettable. People won't forget you. I'm telling you, for a lot of these enemies who will be ashamed and sore, vexed, sick to the bones, vexed, they're going to be so ashamed. Let me tell you, some of them, up until they're dying, for those who live to where they are on their dying bed, it's like they're going to confess. Some of these people, it's like before they take the last breath, you're going to be the last face that they see. Some of these people is like they're going to like Paul, they're gonna have like a thorn in their flesh. Some part of their body gonna twitch, it's gonna drum. Something is going to happen where every time it happens to them, they remember that it's because of what they did to you. Don't think that people are going to get away scotch-free. For a lot of you, a lot of us, we may not hear about it. And the truth is, I'm not sticking around to hear what happens to my enemies either, because I have things to do. And some of them, they might put on a show as if all is well. But let me tell you, their shoes is squeezing them. They're going through hell. But of course, they don't want you to know, because guess what? They're ashamed. They're ashamed. Because they will return ashamed suddenly. They're too embarrassed to let you know or see. You know, it's kind of like if they have a problem, the minute they see you, they're going to stand up straight as if everything is fine. But they know that somewhere they're uncomfortable. They're not going to get away scotch-free. For some of you, You could have had a male cousin who isn't involved. So they could have worked with a male cousin. You know, for some of you, just know God avenge your enemies. God avenge your enemies. And I love this. Vengeance is mine, said God, I will repay. And you just need to know they won't get away this time. Your enemies are not going to get away this time. Let all mine enemies be ashamed and sore vexed. This is it. They won't get away this time. See, a lot of the times, like I started out saying before, people think that, oh, they keep getting away. And a lot of them, the wicked people, they keep pushing the envelope because they think that they're going to get away with it. And I'm telling you, again, there is this phrase, every day the bucket is going to the well. One day the bottom will drop off. One day the bottom must come out. One day. It's like you're wearing that slippers over and over. One day that strap is going to burst. And this is it. These people, this time, for a lot of them, this is this full moon or new moon, whatever it is that they've been doing all this witchcraft. This is going to be the aha moment. Because they're going to come to the realization how protected you are. How much God loves and takes care of you. And it doesn't matter how they try to stop and block you. God still make a way out of no way for you. God is for us. And it doesn't matter what people do. We are protected as above, so below. And even if people try to steal from us, like one of my sister who mentioned that, you know, her home been broken into and how many times. But more importantly, I'm just glad that your cases, you're safe. But, you know, again, we're protected. But whatever it is you need to do here, you know, get your spray, whatever it is, you know, your security, your camera set up, you know, you can afford it so that you can help to catch whomever it is. Anyone, the Bible says, any man who entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, they're a thief or a robber. So, you know, again, the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So protect yourself. Protect yourself. You know, physically, so that whatever it is, you have evidence, you have proof, and you can also, but again, I know that you're protected because for all these things to be happening so many times and you are safe, just know that God is keeping you and you are number one over everything and everything that you may have lost. And yes, I know, especially those family members, it's not easy. A lot of these people, they're up to no good, but just know that you're safe and you're protected. Okay, for a lot of you, you're empress, you know, you're blessed, you're fertile. You know, it's, and people try to hide that. Again, see, I told your neighbors breaking it. You know, so for some of you, your neighbors could be working with people too to stop and block your blessings. You know, yeah, you have evidence of what they did. Some of you probably do. Yeah, you know. It was a plot, a setup. A lot of them they did, you know, for you, you know, but don't worry about it. God is filling your cup. And again, we have the Ace of Cup there. So God is filling you up. He's restoring you. And I know, but trouble does not last always. Trouble does not last always. So yeah, I hope this bring you clarity as to what is going on and what you need to do. You know, again, this is like the spiritual news, right? Spiritual news. You know, who feels it knows it. You are unforgettable. Everybody who you came across, your enemies, they can't forget you because they know how much money they invest in trying to tear you down. And yeah, it's like, I mean, your name, your face is going to plague them until they leave this earth, let me tell you. Because yes, it's like people gonna be foaming at the mouth, I'm telling you, because they're gonna be mad, big mad, Because, they put so much into it and it didn't work. It didn't work. God got you. We are blessed, we're protected, and we're safe. Until next time, okay? Be blessed.